How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Moonlighter. I recorded a bunch of this game really close together, and then I've been kind of getting caught up with the editing and everything, and so I actually haven't played it in about a week, somewhere in that ballpark, possibly like more than a week. So longer than I meant to stay away from it, because I don't want to be forgetting things too much. You know, you don't want to forget monster attack patterns or tips and tricks, or just have your general skill levels be going down or anything like that. So I'm trying to come back at it here with a little bit fresh, and maybe fresh will be good. Maybe that'll be a good thing rather than bad. Maybe it'll mean I'm prepared. No, yes. Oh, we just barely got that guy in time to stop the drowning chest, which is only the second time I've ever seen one of those. And the other time I saw it was a crazy, red chest. So this one might still have something worthwhile. Shit, I forgot to deposit my stuff. Ah, nuts. That's gonna suck a lot. I guess I just kind of take everything back. I think I'm just gonna exit immediately. That was a mistake. At least now I'll be going back down into the dungeon during the nighttime, which overall should just yield better quality things. So I'm hoping that will work out well for me. What do I have for potions? Nothing. So you're coming back with me, because I do not want to go in there with no potions on hand. That would be very stupid of me. I'm rocking over 100 grand right now, still over 100, even though I just spent that useless 800, which I feel very silly about. So I got a lot of money to burn. It's just burning a hole in my pocket right now. I want to get back with that as soon as I can, and I got my wish list all filled out, so I know what I need to gear up on. That's the main purpose here right now. I got all the money I could ever want. Well, for the time being. I'm sure I'll want more later, but I mostly just want it strictly to buy new gear. We have yet to discover the perpetrator. It's the same thing we've seen many times before. Maybe there isn't a lot of new documents to be discovered down in the forest dungeon. Just a lot of whining, bitching, and moaning about that one incident that no one seems to be able to let go of. I'm not finding anything I need for the gear that I want. I gotta find these roots and these beet-looking things. I'm not getting any of that. Oh, terrible aim, terrible aim. There goes all my shield. You stupid bubble-throwing turd balls. At least I don't have to exhaust any of the fountain. Whoa! I wasn't sure if he would be able to bounce his way out of his little stump fortress that he had going on there. It seemed like he was contained on all sides, mostly, but not completely. I might end up having to do more than just the first floor of the dungeon to get everything that I need. Finally. Are you kidding me how long it took to find a basic item? I've been saying all this time, since very, very early on, that was a thing, that you could find the basic version of items that you can then craft up to more advanced versions. There's also people who have been walking through the shop being like, I only want to buy swords and armor and stuff. If you ain't selling that, then I don't want it. And so I repeatedly was saying, it's not worth crafting the starter big sword thing, spending the materials, because you can find all that stuff. And somehow I never had, and I finally did. It's promising. Now that's almost encouraging my bad habits, though, because I'm going to be less likely than ever to be willing to, woo, you got me. Less likely than ever to be willing to craft things. Like, if I want a bow, I'm going to be less likely than ever to do it, because in my mind I'll be like, yeah, you can find them. I knew I was right the whole time. I knew you'd eventually find them, and that'll continue to be the case, right? For the life of me, I cannot find old bulb in wood nor iron chests. It must only be in golden chests found in chambers full of artifacts. I don't know if that's anything in particular that I'm looking for. I don't think so. Old bulb. That might be the things that look like beets. I might actually need some of that. but nothing that I need too desperately. Well, if I need these for crafting, then I better make sure I'm organizing to make room for them. So up you guys go, so that no matter what, I'm at least not losing that stuff. I'd like to lose nothing. I like to think I'm beyond the stages of death down in these dungeons, that I've got my shit together well enough, that I know when to call it quits, that I'm not pushing myself to a place where I'm gonna die. But, you know, things can happen down in these dungeons. They're a dangerous world to navigate. Anything could happen. And mostly that thing would be me dying down in the dungeons. I guess I should see if this is anything new. There has been a recent discovery that will change the game as we know it. These curious pendants have been uncovered. This is nothing new. I know about the pendants. This guy's sparkling all over the place. I think it's just his note, though. I think I collected the items that he dropped when I, you know, desecrated his death space. It's not like a grave or anything, so is it really considered desecrating? I feel like it's still a little irreverent to just go kicking around a pile of bones. He maybe deserved better than that. I can't say for sure. I don't know what kind of life that guy led. Maybe he was a sleazeball. Maybe his bones should be kicked around a few times. Bring him down a peg. He was such a show-off, smart-ass tool to everyone he ever met. Oh, that's every time you enter the room, the note kind of flutters back down from up above. It kicks it up in the air there. So I think the sparkles are 100% just there to let you know that there is a note that perhaps you might want to investigate. We got a very full bag, yet I clearly have a lot more that I need to find. There's like many things I'm still missing. I need more of those beet looking things. I need some of that very particular kind of root item. Not finding this stuff. I might need to start being choosier. Hey, nice potion find. Accidentally chopping up a skeleton pile. Yeah, I might need to start ditching some things to make room for what I truly need. If I manage to get out of here with all these artifacts, I'll be rich. People in Rhinoka would die for forest dungeon artifacts these days. That's how I felt. I thought it had been a long-ass time since people had seen anything like this. They'd be willing to pay a king's ransom for it. And what did they do instead? They stuck their nose up at it and told me, meh, it's nothing that interesting. We've seen it before. What do you mean you got leaves and super special crystals and seeds? Get out of here with your flashy salesman nonsense. It's nothing that we have any interest in. Alright, I gotta ditch some of this stuff, I think. There's like this ancient wood thing, or magical wood, or whatever it is that's different that I want to make sure I grab. Great roll. Good job there, Will. I believe in ya. I knew you could do it. Oh shit, what is going on? Oh, these are the stupid things that I had to fight when fighting the boss. Those little piranha plants that creep up from underground there. I had to fight those when I was fighting the boss, and I hadn't actually encountered them in the dungeon at all before that. So it's weird for my first encounter with them to be here. Oh, well, my sack is full. A larger sack would really go a long way. More patterns and secrets. For those diving so far as the 3rd floor, have you ever felt overburdened? Carrying just too much loot? Yes, that's exactly what I'm going through right now. Too much treasure, but you don't want to stop? You can't stop? Then have I got something for you? Hidden somewhere on the 3rd floor between where you start and where you end. The end here being the massive creature at the bottom of the dungeon, meaning the dungeon's end is more than likely your end. But between those two spots, one may notice a sparkle, a glimmer of something just beyond a pit of infinite darkness. If you are brave, I ask that you give it a jump. See what's down there. Oh, please tell me that there's like a way to deposit a bunch of my stuff. That is a fantastic tip. I'm absolutely going to go try and seek that out then. I was kind of losing track of where I still couldn't go. Backtracking to the opening part of the dungeon. I saw a sparkle there. We're not in the third section here, but I'm not gonna say no to a secret. I haven't found one of these secret underground things in quite a while, so I gotta make sure I go investigate. Clear things out a little bit there first. I think it was right here. I want to make sure I'm not screwing that up. Perfect. Hey, we're gonna have like a forest thing this time. Forest history. Yeah, basically exactly how I described it. I'm getting rid of this ancient wood. These cursed woods are annoying and taking up way more space than they should. I had 3 different types of curses. Oh goodness. Okay, I think that always happens when you go to one of those secret areas. Oh, we don't really have a lot of time for a bath, but I'm gonna make time. I think I just gotta gun it to the extent that this stupid game will let me. I want to gun it for the bottom layer of the dungeon. Shit. This is no good. No good. Kill faster. What's he doing? Oh, is he just going to where I was? What's left to kill? What did I... Oh, fuck, there's a mimic here. I was trying to think, what the hell had I not killed yet? Fuck this, my hands are way too sweaty. I am going to die. I feel very vulnerable and very likely to die. Come on, I need the mimic to chase me, but not where this stupid thing is. Come on. Oh, got him. I would very much like to circle back around and acquire those things. I don't think I have anywhere to stash that beet, and that's one of the things that I want. Shit, I don't know how much this thing keeps following me into the next area. Whoops, I switched out my weapon. I don't want to use that weapon. It's not a very good weapon. Shit. Why is this so tense? I hate this. I'm stressing out big time. I got stuck on a log. Oh my goodness. I think this thing like one hits you, so I think I'm voting to not mess around with this. We're getting out of here. Damn it. It didn't want to have to leave just yet, but my hands are too sweaty. That was getting too stressful, and he was pretty likely to just keep following me down into the next level of the dungeon anyways. I don't know if I really could have escaped it, you know? I feel like I didn't really get what I needed. Maybe I got some of it. Nope. Didn't get any of those roots or those leaves, so none of that. I didn't get all the leaves or roots again. Apparently that's what I needed for either or of those. Or for any version of the armor, that's what I needed. That's unfortunate that it was the same across the board. And that one stupid beat. If I just took that one goddamn beat. Okay, Le Retelier, I don't like you, man. I think you charge too much for your shit. I think you're a bit of a dick. Welcome, friend, to the Marvelous Retelier. The newest and by far the best shop in Rhinoka. Well, I mean, if you're the newest, then how can you possibly make that sort of claim? Oh, you're Will, correct? Owner of Moonlighter? I can't believe I funded this guy to come to town, and this is the first time I've talked to him. I'm Julian. Thank you for requesting a Retelier in Rhinoka. He's obviously a retailer. I'm just being a knob about it. I look forward to our healthy competition. I look forward to you selling me one very specific thing that I need. Yes, for $9,000, you price gouging son of a bitch. But I need it, the old bulb. I need it. And then I can afford the new spear. And then probably not really any of the... If I were to go buy more ingredients from him, I probably wouldn't be able to afford any of the armors or anything. There are a few different... I literally just bought it, man. Where did it go? What happened? What happened to the one I just bought from Retelier? I gotta go move all this stuff, apparently. So I have the one there still. What are you telling me? Did I just get ripped off because I didn't have a space in my inventory? Oh, it's just on the ground there. Oh, did not notice that before. Very stressful. Alright, there's a few things down in that previous dungeon where I was something like 6 damage away from being able to kill them in 2 hits. I'm probably not going to one-hit very many things with the new spear, but I will be able to 2-hit some things that are currently taking 3. And that always makes a big difference. Hey, the next stage of the spear has like a string attached to it. So maybe you can like hurl it a little bit and then like rein it back in. Probably not. I'm probably overthinking it. It's just like a cool little design thing that happens to be on there, but it really got me thinking that maybe there would be more to it. Those tiny little like 5 gold cash-ins are nothing special, but it still feels good. Oh, that's funny. The one time I talked to this lady, I saw that, you know, she has her cool little cat raccoon thing in the picture next to her. I'm more confident now that it's just a cat. But here you can see him playing around on the cauldron, swishing around a potion with his tail there, which is super cute. And now that I'm paying closer attention to it, this little picture of her with her cat actually changes. Like, maybe not every single time you talk to her. Oh, even just there it changed. I was just kind of trying to see. Yeah, that's neat. I didn't notice before that it was different from one to the next there. Ah, can we afford it? We cannot. Dang, it's such a bummer to not be able to carry over your old enchantments, but it should be stronger now than it was before, when it was the previous iteration of the spear, even if it did have a couple enchantments on it. Alright, I got quite a bit I want to sell right now. Try and bolster the coffers a little bit, and then hopefully get enough money that when I go back down for the next time, I'll be able to have enough materials and money to properly upgrade some of my armor. I should double check actually and see what these were selling for. 3,000? Okay. I'd be more confident that this is worth more, seeing as it's from the next layer of the dungeon, I guess you could call it. This is totally new. Go high and pricey with that. Oh, we immediately got a thief walking in here, so I want to keep an eye on that, and then I better double check some of my pricing and see how much of it needs to be adjusted. Managed to sell something there. Yeah, he didn't get very far. I knew he was there awaiting. Evil Merchant. I just got an achievement. I think it's like selling a certain amount of goods at that price where people are kind of just barely willing to accept it. Apparently I've done that a significant number of times, which makes me feel kind of good. Did I never find a price for the magic wood? Maybe if people would stop trying to steal it. Oh, whoa. I'm $5,000? I've nailed the price on the forest history. That's the first number that I happen to pick. There's so many less valuable things that I committed so much more time to attempting to figure out a price, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere I nail something that's worth $5,000. That feels good. Seeing as I have so many crafting supplies built up and a bunch of crafting supplies from the Golem dungeon, I wonder if I should commit some time to building a bunch of swords and shields and stuff, like really basic set items, from using the Golem material stuff to use some of that up a little bit, and then get ready to put together a section of the shop where I sell that kind of stuff. I see that there's a thief in the corner. I'm kind of waiting for him to do his thing. And then I could, you know, cater to those adventurers and stuff who keep stumbling into the shop looking for things to purchase. Fertile soil I've still not sold any of. Man, I hope someone buys that $9,000 worth of pots. I got distracted because I saw a thief just walk into the shop here. Those bastards. There's a lot of them in town. Either that or it's just the one. But you gotta keep a real eye out for them because they're shady as fuck. Just going right on the corner there, hey? No time wasted in that robbery attempt. So that time he didn't go for the highest value thing either. He just went for the thing that was closest to the door. I have to think that was the decision making that happened there. Nice, nailed the soil on the first sale attempt as well. 1,000 was a good price. Nice, and this old lady bought the $9,000 worth of pots. I hope she knows what she just invested in, because I feel like it's nothing special. Maybe she just saw a big old label saying deal on pot today. You know, those crazy old ladies always shopping for their pot. I like to keep an eye on what the thief grabs, because most of the time I need to immediately, well, for that one I know that the price is properly set, so all I have to do is immediately place it back down there and I'm fine. But sometimes he tries to steal things where I haven't solved the proper price yet, and then when he runs away, I just click the auto set button, and if I don't have the price figured out yet, then it sets it to something that doesn't actually really benefit me at all. 4 different thieves stopped today. Wait a second, I sold the forest history for 7,000? Oh, that must have been with tips and everything. Damn, son. That's some significant tipping. There's no way that's all tips. What just happened there? $5,000 and he paid 7,000, so he just threw down the craziest tip. Like 40%? Am I doing that math right? Doesn't even make any sense. This is supposed to add like 10% or something? Damn, that's wild. Alright, at the very least this time we got the new spear going down. I need to find some of those roots, some of that very particular type of leaf. I'll be able to turn that around for at least 1 piece of armor. I don't really have enough for 2 pieces. Ooh. Poorly lined up first attempt there. But I was able to take that guy out in 2 shots. And that was like the upgraded version of that guy. So I feel like that went very, very well. Ah, damn it. So many things that are going to destroy things if I leave them there. So I do have to move that around a little bit. Frustrating. Don't like dealing with so many cursed items. Those are the strong leaves that I needed. Can I one-shot this guy yet? Cool. Alright, one-shotting some of the kind of upper tier enemies. I mean, he's not a bush or like one tiny little jelly or a bouncy mushroom. Whoops. Wait a second. I did not see the glow there. That was pure luck. What is going on here? There's like flashy blue stuff underneath these buckets that kind of remind me of the goop monster, the Baba Goop, and yet somehow it revealed very little to me. That was pure luck that I fell into somewhere that actually was a secret. What was I trying to say though? Just that it feels good to one-shot something that's not just like a bush. I think that's basically the point I was trying to make. Oh, we can do this super easily this time. Now we just need to encounter a situation where that's a harder to retrieve item. I can't handle having this many cursed things, especially individuals of them. That's just annoying as hell, so I'm just going to turn those into cash immediately. No point hanging on to that. Oh, you think you're hot stuff with your heat-seeking bubble that you chuck around, huh? I think I'm immediately just going to go down. Whatever. I want to see if I can find the 3rd floor of the dungeon and find that secret area where you can deposit stuff. Ooh, nice. A gold chest. There's a few things that I can only get from there. So hopefully we score some of those specialty objects. Botany jottings and other botany jottings. Well, that stuff's all new. That's very interesting, isn't it? Just a lot of curse removal stuff. Dang. Nothing that'll turn other things into other things, because having multiples of things like botany jottings are great, because you know that it's just money. You don't have to worry about hanging on to it to use in any of your crafting or anything like that. It's just gonna be a payday for you. Oh god, 2 of these goop guys going at me at the same time here. Here's where the better spear is gonna make a significant difference. Just plowing through these enemies now. Ooh, 1 enchantment away from being able to take that guy out in 3. But now I'm just being greedy. I should be happy with the spear that I have. There's some spear envy going on around here. It's not about size, it's about how you use it and all that jazz. Just gotta be accepting. Try not to spear shame each other, and the world will be a much better place. Do I just immediately go down to the 3rd? I think I will. Why not? I guess I got some armor still. I haven't even tapped into my health or potions or anything yet. I'm going to be keeping an extra close eye out for sparkling pits, though. God, those things have a lot of health. I got to be careful with those. Look at those frowny bushes. directly where my spear is, and then there's another one directly in front of the chest there. They're very silly. I like them a great deal. I like having the ability to just stab my way through a bush like that to lay some hits in. Makes things a hell of a lot easier, wouldn't you say? Immediately sends item shown home. Well, let's send... What did I just do? I just did something useful with that. Oh. It immediately removes the curses. I forgot for a moment that it was an immediate thing. Alright, well I can definitely make better use of that. You ought to send home one of these botanist things, because that's super neat to have. Find something not worth a whole lot to turn into a bunch of botanist jottings. As a biologist who kind of works as a botanist, I like the fact that there's botanist jottings chilling out in this game. Oh, I saw a sparkle. I doubt we're making our... I don't think we're making our way towards the end, because there's nowhere that this leads. So this isn't going to take me anywhere specifically special. The enemies in this forest enjoy poisoning the victims. We've already read about that. I mean, it'll be special in the sense that it'll be a secret area, but not in the sense that it'll be the kind that I'm looking for that sends stuff home for me. At least I don't think so. What the heck is this? What the hell? I can't go through these portals, can I? No. Okay, so I just gotta kill whatever's coming through. There's some chests in the corner, too. Was that it? That was a pretty easy, quick little battle for me. Oh, those are worth more than I remembered. What the hell? When did I get the golem drill spear? May stun, intended for mining. The spear head was made incredibly hard to pierce through rock. This principle applies to most enemies. Pierce through enemies. That's a little intense. When in the hell did I acquire such a thing? I did not... I was, like, not aware that that happened. Well, cool. Oh, do you know what? It must have been from that skeleton that I just broke open, literally one room earlier. The room before I came down to this one. That's where it was. Oh, yes. Okay, some of these root things that I've been looking for. Stick that up top so I know I'm taking that home with me. Can I activate this again? Why would I? It re-closed everything. Oh my goodness. How much? Oh, okay, maybe this is going to get a little more crazier than I wanted it to. Ooh. Wait, there's going to be a lot of shit flying around for the next minute or so. How far can you push that, though? Like these different wave battles. Oh, that did more damage than I was expecting it to. Fuck me. Pushed it more than I should have, I guess. Ah, god damn it. I lost some cool stuff there. Pretty choked to lose the golem drill spear, because that would just be plain neat to have. And there was just other generally valuable things. Oh, all my botanist things. No, wait. No, I was smart enough to stick some of that up top here. Whew, good. And I stuck the things that I actually very specifically wanted and needed from there up in the top. So it's not a total loss. It's a pretty big loss, but not the complete loss. So plus 80 from 40. 40 to 80 again. And 20 to 40. So obviously we should take something like this. Or the crown type thing, but I guess we'll go with this one. We don't have the money for 2. We're nearly there, but we don't have the materials. Okay, remove from wish list. We got it. We did it. We got the 1 there. I'm going to stick you on the wish list now, just so I know what I'm working towards. Which, speaking of, I should do that here as well. This would have been all that it was. So realistically, I could have this now very easily. It just would have been nice because it would have set me, you know, a step closer to having this one. And then I maybe would have bothered. I maybe would have actually invested in it. So it would just be neat. Be neat to work forwards to something like that. Alright, well, cool. Did we get everything we ever possibly could have hoped for? No, not really. Did we still get some cool stuff? Yeah, totally. So I think next time, since I didn't make it back with a ton of goodies, it probably makes sense for me to just head straight back down to the dungeon and fight my way through a little bit. Yeah, I think I'll just head back into the dungeon. Maybe I'll just try and gun for the end of the forest dungeon if I can. It would be good to wrap that up. Even though it seems a little quick, I think it would be good for me. So that's where we're headed next time. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I will see you again soon.